Education nowadays is sure different. Whether remote or hybrid, I hear teachers say that many students feel unmotivated and some of them are cheating. In this new normal, there are increasing opportunities for students to cheat. A parent appeared at a local school board meeting here in Illinois to say that her sophomore daughter is getting the best grades ever, and none of it achieved through studying or hard work. The parent said her daughter is cheating her way through the year and that she's far from alone. She's learned nothing this year except how to cheat. Teachers will readily admit there are multiple roadblocks to being honest, whether in class or remote. They include pressure for grades, a fear of failure, rationalization, cynicism, and even laziness. Cheating has always been an issue in schools, but remote learning has made it so easy today. While students are at home with Google at their fingertips to provide all the answers they could ever need, the temptation to cheat is staring students right in the face every single day. And some don't even care if it's obvious that they've cheated.
Though I'm a veteran teacher, it feels as if it's my first year teaching, quite honestly. Due to the circumstances, everything we're having to learn, adapting to virtual with the small amount of face-to-face time that we actually have with our students. I honestly feel that any assignment I give my student to do at home, it's a cheatable assignment. I don't want to waste class time going over notes. So if I give that to a student, it's really easy to screen capture a worksheet, text it to your friend, and then they're just filling in those responses, and that isn't helping them retain the knowledge. One of the apps now that's really popular that my kids have discovered, you can take a photo of the math problem and it walks you through step by step on how to get to the answer. So every math teacher wants to see the work to make sure that you understand. Well, photo math gives it to you.
There's the new take on an old classic, copying answers from friends, but now sent over text message rather than passed via paper note, or using a smartphone app that takes a photo of a question and produces the answer. The pandemic-induced move to remote learning has offered up a wealth of tech-driven workarounds to actually doing the work. A teacher shared with me that she knows of students who have a screen for class on one side and a chat room with their friends on the other, cheating their way through the day. And let's not think it's the students who are failing doing the cheating. Studies have shown that it's more likely that the students who cheat the most are A and B students, because if it's the failing students that are doing it, they're sure doing a poor job of it. Is it still true that what is right, even if no one else is doing it? And how about what is wrong, even if everyone is doing it? See, the pandemic has made these two proverbs even more pertinent, as many teachers are deeply concerned about the quality of learning and the possibility of cheating. A number of years ago, Character Counts created a program that was designed as a half-day training for teachers called Honor Above All. See, we wanted educators to avoid band-aid fixes and instead work at trying to solve the root of the problem by encouraging teachers to reflect on just two questions. One, why do students cheat? And the second one, how can we create a culture that eliminates the desire on the part of students to cheat? To me, it all comes down to choices. It's a choice that students make to cheat. And we need to understand that good choices are rational, not rationalizations. See, rational decisions is the result of a careful reasoning process evaluating the effectiveness and ethics of options. Rationalizations are stated reasons developed to justify a choice. I'd like to share a few of the rationalizations given for students to choose to cheat, along with some maybe possible responses. One, everyone is cheating, so why can't I? It may seem like it, but not everyone cheats. You don't have to let cheaters bring you down to their level. Or two, in our school, cheaters prosper and honest students are left behind. See, unfortunately, many do get away with cheating and reap some short-term benefit as a result. However, cheating demeans your character and destroys your honor. If caught, It let others know you can't be trusted. Another one, I need to cheat to get good grades. Do you really think your parents would approve of compromising integrity just for a grade? And if you cheat your way into college, how do you expect to compete once you get there? More cheating? How will you get a job? Lie in your resume? Every time I get in a plane, I think of myself, did this pilot cheat his way through pilot school? Or a mechanic? Or my accountant? 4, I only cheat a little bit. I don't do it all the time. See, I'm basically an honest person. The response is, just as a woman can't be a little bit pregnant, a student can't be a little bit dishonest in doing their academic work. Saying I'm basically honest simply means that you're willing to be honest unless it costs too much. Cheating is a slippery slope. It's a habit-forming choice. And finally, we have to endure so much during the pandemic. We're just stressed out. Response could be, I admit, stress is a factor for many students today, but a person's character is revealed when the going gets tough. Some operate under the philosophy that the ends justify the means, rationalizing that the means used to cheat is justifiable. It's been said one student with a pattern of cheating is an ethical problem for that student. Multiple students with a pattern of cheating devalues any grade they might be receiving. Let's move on to some strategies about how maybe this can become part of the culture where honesty is important. A strategy to help you instill integrity in your students is going back to the character counts team. Teach, enforce, advocate, and model. T is to teach. Make sure you define basic terms. Let kids know what honesty means, trustworthiness, people of integrity. See, people of integrity are consistent between what they say they value and what their actions reveal that they truly value. I would use every opportunity of a major test or a project that kids are going to be able to complete to be able to define those terms in advance. See, we can say that we value honesty, but if we cheat or tolerate cheating, then we show we value other things more. Discuss the problem by guiding students through an analysis of the nature and impact of dishonesty, not only now in terms of their academic work, but in future life. E is to enforce. Establish clear rules of conduct with expectations regarding integrity and consequences for dishonesty. Require your students on a major test or a project to sign an acknowledgement that this is their own work, that they've not cheated and are aware of the rules and consequences for being dishonest. A is to advocate. Endorse and encourage integrity by stating admiration and respect for people who are honest. Openly let students know if they can use tech resources to get answers for homework or a test. Seek to inspire students by telling stories or posting quotations. Use our way to go lessons on trustworthiness, for example, as a way again of having intentionality around an understanding of these basic terms. M is to model. Consider whether there are areas where you or the school can do a better job of modeling integrity for students. Commit to improving by being a deliberate and intentional and encouraging staff that they are aware of all that they can do to promote honor above all, realizing the limits of their efforts, however, and how they can communicate with parents related to their role while there is remote learning. See, it's not that teachers don't care, because I know they do, but it's rather that some students have failed to connect academics and character, and that's where the real problem, I think, lies. See, no generation's ever gone through remote learning for this long. More than ever before, we need to ensure that students are doing all they can to put the pillar of trustworthiness into action by, here it is, by the choices they make. Maybe our new motto for this time in our lives is academic integrity in the classroom and while online is really training for ethical decision making for life.